So how is it having a business in Ghana? That's the question.
It's extremely exhilarating and scary. Like for like a good 2 months, I woke up having panic attacks. So we've had lots of building issues. Getting simple things done, like electricity issues. It's like, how come you can't figure that out? So it's been very trying. And I feel like things in the it would be a lot simpler. But on the flip side, there's things that you can do here that you can't do in the States. I couldn't own this in the States.
Just like that.
No, just like that. Almost everything you see has been made in Ghana.
Whoa.
And I'm not. There's not craftsmen like that. I'm sorry. The States you can make some stuff, but there aren't craftsmen like there are in Ghana and craftswomen.
Yeah. Serenity House Ghana, an all-round hidden gem located in the heart of Accra, Airport Residential. A place for women to rest and rejuvenate with their bed and breakfast. An amazing space to host events and small gatherings with their outside area, as well as a great workspace for you to get work done, connect with friends, network, and more. Find yourself at Serenity House Ghana and you will not be disappointed. Remember, if you didn't hear it from Ms. Drew, then you know it's not true. Hey guys, it's again Ms. Drew, your hostess for the mostest, and yes, I am back again with another episode of Roots. This is where we speak to people from the diaspora, people that may be Ghanaian, not Ghanaian, but we are living in Ghana. I am so happy because you guys have been super supportive. We have got so many people that we have spoken to, had chats with, interviewed, and right now I'm in yet another beautiful location with another beautiful lady. Guys, I'm at Serenity House with the amazing Chaz. Please can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Chaz Kaiser. I have adopted every name Kekeli, which means light. Ooh. And I'm the founder and executive director of Serenity House Ghana.
I love that. Yes. So okay, Sean. No, can I call you Kekeli?
Please do.
I want to call you Kekeli.
I need to get used to it.
I like that.
Please.
And it is a beautiful name. And you are giving me light.
I'm giving you light.
You are exuding light right now.
I try.
Okay, you're not trying, you're doing.
I do it. That's right. That's what I'm
Okay, so Kekeli.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been in Ghana? What made you come to Ghana?
Okay, so I'll start here, then I'll work my way backwards.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're inside Serenity House Ghana. It's an event space, a bed and breakfast, a work cafe, and we're about to have offices to make it into a bona fide women's business hub.
Whoa, women's business hub.
But we love the men, and they can come all day.
You can come to the cafe.
Half of my clients are men. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. So that's what I'm doing here now. And so what are we in 2020?
2023. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But I first arrived in 2016 with the U.S. Embassy.
Oh nice.
My now ex-husband had his first overseas posting with the U.S. Embassy in Ghana.
Okay.
And we had a then 9-month-old daughter. We were living in D.C. And he had spent like his entire career in the Marines, like overseas. And so he was just like hungering to get out the country.
Yeah.
And my background is women's empowerment and career development communication. So when he was like, do you want to go overseas? I was like, let's do it.
Yes.
And so we arrived here in 2016. He worked for the embassy and I continued doing my career development and women's development courses. And plus I'm in communications.
Yeah.
And so we were here for 2 years. We absolutely loved Ghana, like on site. We loved the culture, we loved the people. It was good for our black daughter.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, I don't like any kind of cold, and we came from DC, so it was like this is completely doable.
Yes.
The difference then was that it was with the U.S. Embassy, so we did have like a silver spoon in our mouth.
Okay, so you had like the good life.
Oh, I had it, yes.
It was like a little bit of luxury.
Hey, no, it was
not even a little bit. It was straight luxury. Okay,
yes.
okay.
They unpack everything. You just like who put up my bookshelf and who did this? And
oh wow.
You don't have to worry about electricity. You just move right in.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes, I was completely spoiled then.
That was okay. So 2016 was the spoiled life.
That was the spoiled life. I didn't know it though.
Okay.
I wish I would have known it. I wish I could have bathed in it. Yes, and knew how good I had it. Yes.
So then, was that the moment where you decided, oof, I'm gonna be here for good? I mean, you were there for 2 years, but then was that a moment where you're like, I can do this for life?
No, because so when you're with the embassy, when he was with the embassy, you have a 2-year posting, and so we knew this was like, it was just for now. and that the idea was that we would, travel the world, hopefully in West Africa, in African countries or where there's diasporins. And so the next posting was actually Jamaica.
Ooh.
And so when we left Ghana, we thought we had made like really, really good friends here. Like some of my best friends are here, and like really good relationships. My daughter loved it. And so we thought, we'll just come back and visit. Maybe one day we'll retire or something.
Yeah.
There was no thought about living here.
Okay.
So we went to Jamaica, and he worked for the embassy. I ended up working for the embassy too in public affairs.
Okay.
I had a really, really good job.
Sounds like you enjoyed yourself.
I know, because my marriage fell apart.
Okay.
Jamaica was nice, but my marriage completely fell apart. We were there for like a year, even though we were supposed to be there for 3 years. And so after like a year, I was like, Jamaica's cool, but I just can't be here.
Right.
And so I had to make a decision of whether I wanted to move with my daughter. We have joint custody, but move with my daughter back to the U.S. or go somewhere else. And it had never occurred to me that I could just go somewhere else besides the U.S. until something was like, you don't have to go to cold D.C. where there's Trump. You can go back to Ghana.
Yeah.
And I did, with just me and my daughter.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
that was 2000, right before COVID, 2019.
2019.
Yes, in November.
Right. Okay, so now 2019, you came to Ghana. Did you decide when you were here, when you came in 2019, that this is where you wanted to be for life?
No. So I've learned that I don't try to do this is what I'm going to be doing for life.
Yeah, this is just, we're going with the flow.
Yes, we're going, like I knew that childcare was expensive, and so that was a really good reason why I was not going back to the States. And so I said, okay, let me get my bearings. I was now a single mom, and I had really good friendships. I have really good, amazing friendships in the States too, and my family's there. But I thought it would actually be easier to raise my daughter here than even in the States.
Wow, why?
Yes. Because childcare is less expensive. Everyone is an auntie or uncle.
Yes.
And things are just expensive in the States. Like her daycare for just like after school is as much as tuition here.
Whoa.
So it was like an easy choice when it came to taking care of her.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't want to deal with the political things just with DC. And
so now you came back to Ghana. Like you said, completely different to when you first came.
As a local.
The silver spoon was out.
Yes.
And so what was that experience like?
It was very scary.
Ooh.
I woke up every day, I was like, I want to go back to Maryland. So I came back. Now luckily I had a job with USAID. Okay. And so having a job made it, to me, extremely much easier than it would be if I would have just come as I planned, just without, with some child support and some savings. So luckily I had a job, but still the process of finding an apartment, figuring out electricity, figuring out a driver's license that took 3 months to get, was just like, it was crazy, even with like the cushy relationships that I had built, like the pad. But so yeah, that was a bit difficult. And then it ended up getting more difficult as time went on. It was like, really weird. I got evicted from, even though I paid my rent. Like I was living in Canton, an entire apartment. We woke up at 6:30 in the morning with officers or people pretending to be officers beating on our door.
Pretending to be officers?
I don't know what they were doing. All I know is that they were like, your landlord lost a court case and everyone is evicted. And so I packed, this is like direct, but I packed a 3-bedroom house with my friend Tia's help and other people's help in 8 hours.
8 hours,
yes.
3 bedrooms.
3-bedroom house, fully furnished, all my stuff, packed it. So things like that.
You have had an experience.
I've had an experience.
You have had an experience. Okay, right. Okay, 2019 to now, that's what, 3 years? No,
yes,
4.
That's 3.
Coming into 4.
I can't even
Yo,
count
my maths
anymore.
is terrible.
My math, yes.
19, 20,
21, we have to represent.
Yo, that's
math.
5.
I've been here a while. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say has been your highlight about being in Ghana?
Ooh, my highlight. The highlight is that my family is here. My sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew were visiting during COVID in March.
Yes.
And they got stuck here.
Oh.
And they decided that they just weren't going back.
That's it.
Yes. And so the highlight, I think, is never ever in my life thinking that I would live with my family
in another country
in Ghana.
Literally, and that was like what, your second time visiting? Imagine.
Yes, and then and my daughter being able to grow up around her family in West Africa.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is a beautiful highlight, actually. I want to know, am I jealous?
No,
no, this is really good. All right, cool. So this has been the highlight. So how would you, if you had to use like one word to describe your journey,
one word to describe
what would it be?
One word to describe my journey. What is the word for twisty? It's twisty turny.
I call it a roller coaster.
A roller coaster. Winding.
Winding.
It's just been a winding journey. Like one time I'm on top, like, I love Ghana, and I'm like, I want to go. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is ridiculous.
That's the real though.
It's the real, yes.
It is the real. I mean, you know, from doing a lot of these interviews, there are a lot of people that are like, come to Ghana. But I do feel like sometimes nobody is giving the real on what Ghana is like. It is beautiful. Ghana is amazing.
And the people are just like amazing.
Everything is amazing. But there are, when you are coming from the Western world, there are some things that maybe you're used to or that you would expect that you don't actually get here. So if I was to be like, hey Kekeli, I know you've had a good time in Ghana, you know, you got the whole Serenity House.
That's what they think.
But I want to give you $10 million to leave and not come back. Would you take it?
Oh, it's $10 million.
Go to the States, you're not allowed to come back to Ghana.
Wait, I can't come back at all?
No, you can't come back. No.
I'm thinking about my business is going to make $10 million.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, this said 20. I love Ghana, but there's Rwanda and other African countries. But $10 million, no.
She's like, my business is going to make.
No, and my daughter would just have she'd be like, well, for $10 million, like she gets happy over 5,000. 5,000, like 5,000, like little pennies, she'd be happy.
Oh, wow.
But no, I love Ghana, and I want to make it work here.
Now let's segue into how Serenity House was birthed then.
How Serenity House, okay. It was birthed during COVID, so I've always had my own thing going on with communications workshops and different things, but I've always worked for someone else at the same time. And so I had a job with USA, which I was a communications manager for 2 regional programs, and I really enjoyed the work. But at the end of the day, I don't like working for people. I just really don't.
We cannot.
No, someone has to work for someone.
Somebody has to work for somebody.
Yes.
For me, I'm like, I just can't work making somebody else's dream come true. What happens to mine?
Yes. But I do. Okay, so yes. so for that, but I'm too bossy. I'm too like this. The way y'all doing it just not gonna work.
She's a vibe.
And so I've always wanted, like since 18, I've been buying books on entrepreneurship, but I was always been too scared to leave a paycheck. And then so during COVID, you know, when everyone was stuck in the house, I was stuck in the house with my 4-year-old daughter. I love my daughter, but it's not fun for any parent when you have to work and you're stuck in the house. And one of my best friends, Claire, she was out of town, and she was like, you can use my house like to go work or do whatever.
Oh, wow.
So I used her house like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like I was working, I was using her coffee, I was sleeping in her bed. And I was like, every woman needs like a getaway place. And then just the idea came to me just like that one day at her house. And it was like, every woman needs just like a Serenity House.
I love that.
And so
I need to make that the title. Every woman needs a getaway place. Yes. Everybody needs a Serenity House.
Oh yes, I like that. Ooh. I like that. You coming with the yes.
Come on, no, it's you. It's all you. Let's go.
Yes. So that was the original idea. Now originally it was just like, okay, I need a place where women can just come and take naps. Like that was it. I just need a place where I can go take a nap. And then it expanded, and that was for like 3 years ago. I mean, for 3 years, I worked on the idea. It expanded. Okay, it would be nice if it was a bed and breakfast, and then and a cafe. Ooh, what if there could be events? And so I had this idea, but until you have money and until you have an actual house, it's like. And so last March, I actually decided I was going to leave USAID. I had saved up money, not nearly enough as it comes out, and I was like, okay, I can get loans, and I'm going to spend a whole year looking for houses and raising money and all this other kind of stuff. And so that was in June. In June, I actually left USAID, and then in 3 months, I found this house, and I gave all my little money that I had saved, and then took out lots and lots of loans. My ex-husband gave me a loan.
Oh wow!
He gave me my business loan, my biggest loan. Yes. Yeah. He loves his daughter.
Aww.
Yes, and I got Serenity House.
Oh my goodness! And how has it been having and owning your own business in Ghana? Like we already talked about how it's very different to the Western. Now you're in the motherland, but it's not exactly how maybe you have envisioned it, but you're getting there. Yes. So how is it having a business in Ghana? That's the question.
It's extremely exhilarating and scary. Like for like a good 2 months, I woke up having panic attacks. So we've had lots of building issues. Getting simple things done, like electricity issues. It's like, how come you can't figure that out? So it's been very trying. And I feel like things in the it would be a lot simpler. But on the flip side, there's things that you can do here that you can't do in the States. I couldn't own this in the States.
Just like that.
No, just like that. Almost everything you see has been made in Ghana.
Whoa.
And I'm not. There's not craftsmen like that. I'm sorry. The States you can make some stuff, but there aren't craftsmen like there are in Ghana. You know, I've never had a business in the States, and from what I hear, people wake up screaming every day too.
Oh my goodness.
But I wake up screaming sometimes because I'm like, the electricity is off, and I don't know when it's going to come on. And so it's like these are real life struggles.
I can relate.
Yeah. Like, so when people complain about stuff in the States, I'm like,
that's nothing.
That's nothing.
What would you say is one thing Ghana has taught you then?
Ghana has taught you better figure it out.
Ooh.
Yes. I've always been a figure it out person. But you know, in the States, you kind of, if you don't figure it out, someone else will help you. You better figure it out.
Is you or
yes.
There's
no social security for diasporins as far as I know. So I absolutely have to figure it out and I have to make it work.
Yeah.
Or else I'll be going back to the States. And I don't want to go back to the States right now.
I like that. Did you hear that, guys? She does not want to go to the States right now.
Yeah, I want to visit.
Yeah.
I visit like twice a year, including for my daughter. But as far as living there permanently right now, no, I love Ghana.
Would you say there's anything that you miss then about it?
About
the
States? Trader Joe's.
Okay.
I know. It's the small things. Trader Joe's.
And sometimes it is the little things that you miss, but it's just like, you wouldn't, just for that little thing, you wouldn't still decide that you're going to move back.
No, I miss, because like I can't say that I miss constant electricity, because when you're there, you don't think about it. And so I miss things like, seriously, Trader Joe's and Chick-fil-A. And just random stuff. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I miss water fountains because there's no free water here.
There's no free water.
And so
there's lots of waterfalls though.
Yes, but I miss free water. I remember my daughter saw a water fountain in the States for the first time. She was like, "What is this?"
Oh wow.
Yeah, she didn't know what it was. Yes. So it's like things that don't even matter.
Yeah,
and most things you can get here.
It's
like
true.
For people who like you can't get, yes you can. You just have to go to a couple stores
and search. So, well, I guess Instagram and social media can kind of help. But
they
truly,
can help.
If you want to find something in Ghana, you can actually find it. You might have to pay a bit of a pretty penny for it, but you can find it here. Now, coming up to maybe my last few questions. Okay. Being a diasporin in Ghana, how would you say that is for you?
That is for me. I feel like it's a sense of relief in a way. Like I never imagined that I would be living and working and have my child in the home of my ancestors.
Yeah.
And so I feel honored.
Okay.
And like I'm doing right by my ancestors to be here. And
that's beautiful though. That is beautiful. I mean, I came in and I'm seeing like a lot of the artwork. I'm seeing the sankofa.
Everything's Afrocentric.
I'm seeing, you know, the bookshelves and everything. So what is the message that you're trying to give
for here? Okay. So Serenity House Ghana is a woman-centered social enterprise. So we're a business, but we're also focused on giving back to the community and creating connections. And so if you'll notice, like, so everything in here is focused on building connections. You come in and there's like this jar saying, leave your business card, but so you can be featured on Instagram. And when you're in the cafe, it's like we almost make you network. Like if you come in, you may not know me from anyone. I'm like, what is your name? Oh, that woman over there, that man over there, you should meet them.
I love that.
So it's about building community and building connections and having, I mean, there's different aspects of Serenity House. So the bed and breakfast is for solo women travelers and girls groups and local women wanting a getaway.
Okay.
That's upstairs. The event space is for anyone who has an event, except we don't do funerals.
No.
And I'm not trying to do kids' parties.
No.
And then the cafe is, the work cafe is a place where you can actually come and knock out projects and network.
Like
so there's different aspects.
Different aspects, and I like how you're infusing the diasporans and the locals. They can come together and connect, and together, as we infuse and merge, we make a beautiful, amazing Ghana.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
You.
So, okay, I mean, I know that we can sit here and we could talk for ages because you're just the vibe.
Oh, thank you. Did I tell you I just learned what that phrase meant? But thank you. It's a vibe. Yes,
You definitely are. So we have like probably thousands of people all around the world, mainly actually from the States and Canada and the UK. So thank you and shout out to you guys that are watching. If there are people that want to come to Ghana, want to live here, what is a message or piece of advice you would give to them?
This message, do your research, and
That's
then
a good one.
no amount of research is going to prepare you. So really just have the right mindset, come and do whatever you need to do, and come to the entryway to West Africa.
There you
And make
go.
sure you stop by Serenity House Ghana.
Come by Serenity House Ghana. We're going to definitely put all the details. Are you guys on social media and Instagram?
We're on everything.
Let us know.
Yes. Oh, we're on, okay, Elizabeth isn't here. We're on Instagram, Facebook, what's that thing?
Twitter.
TikTok. Okay, you know, you can tell.
Twitter,
No,
TikTok.
we're not doing Twitter. We're not doing
Okay,
Twitter right
okay,
now.
fine. TikTok.
TikTok, we're on TikTok. We're going to come out with really fun TikTok videos,
Nice.
including music videos.
Oh,
I wanna
music
remake-
videos taking place here.
I want to remake Beyonce's 7-Eleven.
Hey!
Where she's like in her underwear and she's upstairs. Yeah. So we want to do fun things like that. So we're all on social media. Our website is serenityhousegh.com. And you can find all the pictures you really need to see this place on there. And prices.
And so there you go. Make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled because big things are happening.
Yeah.
Remember where you heard it here first. Miss Drew, the hostess with the mostest. If they didn't hear from Miss Drew, it's not true.
Oh, I
so
like
yes, definitely. I know I will be doing events here, especially because it's all about women empowerment. That is what Drew is about. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow Serenity House Ghana. We'll see you guys same time, same place in another video. Stay blessed.
Ooh.